How's it going, YouTube? This is your boy Chosen, and today we are yet back again with some more Shinobi Striker content. Today we are doing something a little different, as you can see. Today we are making a full character tier list video. But before we start, I do want to address the new upload schedule. For those who have noticed, I've started uploading a little less, and there's two reasons for that. One being that I did say I wanted to upload better quality content videos. This also comes at the expense of less uploads. Two, because of a certain
Coronavirus!
I'm a pretty busy guy outside of YouTube. That being said, this intro is just a little reminder that there could be times where it could take 2 or 3 days or even a week for certain videos. Got it? Capiche? Capiche. Let's get on to the video. Okay, so I did change the format up a bit. S tier is now meta changing, A is great addition, B is playable, C is trash, and D is waste of a character slot. How we're going to go about this video is in order of roles. So as you can clearly see, we are doing attack types first, then range, defense types, and last healers. And what better character to start off with than the man himself, Naruto Uzumaki. Naruto, in my opinion, is a B tier character. Over the year and a half, Solil has done a pretty good job buffing up Naruto. Rasengan is actually a good jutsu that has great knockback with a slowdown effect. Rasen Shuriken's tracking is still a little wonky, but its damage is one of the best for attack types in general. And Master Rasengan isn't the best ultimate, but against bosses, when it comes to barrier attack especially, it's debatably the strongest ultimate in the game. And if you don't believe me, test it out for yourself. Next up is Kakashi, and Kakashi is a definite A tier. Sharingan is a free substitution, and depending on the substitution, it can really prove useful. Kakashi in this case has a Lightning Shadow Clone, which pretty much gives you the ability to stun your opponents twice. Lightning Blade is a better Chidori, and if you really know how to use Kamui, it can help give you and your team the edge in any game mode. Rock Lee is up, and he is no question an S tier. His two Taijutsu abilities have been overpowered since release date. The tracking is insane. It guard breaks and deals decent damage. And even jutsu aside, Rock Lee moves pretty smoothly overall. His ultimate ability not only brings your health all the way back up, but it gives you more health than what you originally started with. So in the early beta days, they used to show numbers instead of a health bar, and every time somebody used the 5th gate, instead of 750 health, it would go all the way up to 1000. It also raises speed, defense, and attack power. Next up is Pain, and Pain is an A tier character. Mighty Push is one of the best base battle jutsus in general because it counters almost any jutsu you use against it. It also guard breaks, so the only way to dodge this is to have Kamui Climax or Sharingan. Universal Pull is one of the best flag battle jutsus in terms of defense because it can pull your opponents farther from their base. And Planetary Devastation is an instant one-shot. Combining this with a successful Universal Pull is almost always guaranteed to work. The only reason I wouldn't put Pain at S tier is because Universal Pull and even Flame Lightning can be a bit buggy sometimes, where you rather completely miss even when the player is barely moving, or halfway through a pull they manage to escape it. And the field of Almighty Push, in my opinion, is a bit too small. And the last base roster attack type is none other than Boruto. And this one was hard, but I gotta put him as a B tier character. Vanishing Rasengan when hit is a good jutsu. It has good knockback and guard breaks, and the same goes towards Tornado High. You recover back health based off of how much damage the jutsu does, but that's the problem. It's if it hits. Tornado High is really easy to counter because all you have to do is guard against it. You don't even have to dodge, and if you successfully guard against it, the user isn't gaining any health or dealing any damage. Vanishing Rasengan isn't really used like how everyone thought. Instead of an invisible small ball of chakra that gets thrown at a distance, one, it's actually very visible. They literally took the blue texture out of the Rasengan and claimed it to be invisible. And two, it's at its best when thrown from close or medium range, which again isn't really what we all thought it was going to be. His ultimate ability, on the other hand, is what makes him overpowered. For an ultimate that has a small cooldown, it does great damage and has some pretty good tracking, which is why I honestly even debated putting him as an A tier, because as inaccurate as his two regular jutsus are, when you actually hit someone with them, they're pretty good. And like I said, his ultimate's one of the best attack ults in the game. Hashirama Senju is a B tier. Despite Wood Dragon being one of the most effective attack type jutsus and Laughing Buddha being annoying as hell to go up against sometimes, his ultimate takes forever to get. And I'm not talking about his jutsu with CACs, I'm talking about Hashirama as a character himself. You gotta have the longest game ever, and you have to be kicking ass just to get this twice. And that's literally the only reason why I'd put him as a B tier. Minato Namikaze. Come on now. I don't think people understand how Minato himself really changed a whole game mode. When he first came out, he started the very first flag battle cheese with Flying Raijin, which generally force teams of all kind to switch up their builds just to counter it. Now, I'm not saying I support people who play like this because I really don't, but that fact alone is good enough for him to be a meta changing. Fire and Raijin 2 is an okay jutsu. The damage isn't anything crazy, but you can perform some pretty good combos with it. And with the buff Flying Raijin 3 got, which shortens its cooldown, now makes it one of the best ultimates in the game because depending on the situation, this basically one-shots. The Rapid Killer Bee is a B tier character. I personally think his jutsus on their own are really good, but together as a build, they don't support each other at all. It's best to use these jutsus at different times and rarely ever together in my opinion. His ATL chakra mode is pretty good though. It refreshes the user's health, increases defense, and attack jutsu damage. So yeah, there's that at least. Now we have Might Guy, and Guy is an A tier character. Unlike Killer Bee, Guy's jutsu set each other up pretty well. Youth Roar stuns all opponents around him, and right after you can hit them with dynamic entry, which then raises your defense. The cool thing about Youth Roar is that it also takes away flame formation, so in my opinion, Might Guy is a pretty good counter to Obito, or anyone using Obito's jutsus as a CAC. The 8th gate is ridiculously overpowered. Sekizo can't be guarded and it's almost impossible to dodge. Not to mention his Night Guy finishing move one-shots and increases the spawn in time to any enemy you kill. The only problem is that it kills you, and depending on how many lives your team has in combat, this can really hurt you guys. So if you plan on activating the 8th gate in combat, make it count. And the last character for attack types on this tier list is Lord 7th Hokage Naruto. And I'm kidding, are you crazy?
Boy, if you don't...
Naruto literally changed the meta for the better. He counters Demon Hunter, he counters Subterranean Voyage, he counters Sand Shield, Water Pillar, you name it. Percent Rengon worked better than I thought it would, and I think I speak for everyone when I say this. He starts the animation by sending players into the air and then transforms into 6th Path. Remember guys, this is not KCM, so you're a little fucked up here. This is 6th Path. So it transforms to 6th Path and then creates multiple chakra arms that all contain a Rasengan and throws them at your opponent. It has the same effect as the Rasengan to where it knocks players back and slows down movement speed. Next is Twin Impact, which is basically Super Mini Tail Beast Bomb. This is that jutsu that I was talking about before that counters a lot of metas we call today. Not only that, but it also disables substitution for a pretty long time. And last but definitely not least is his ultimate. Alright, stay with me guys. 6th Path Sage mode. And when I tell you guys no transformation ultimate comes close, yeah, I mean it. This regenerates health, increases cooldown speed of all ninjutsus, increases movement speed, and increases defense. Not only that, but it also does almost everything I just said to your fellow teammates. The only thing it doesn't do to allies is speed and defense, but still, my god. So yeah, in terms of attack types, I would not put a single one as a wasted slot or even trash because they all bring some pretty good techniques into the game. That being said, your best attack type characters in Shinobi Striker are Rock Lee, Minato, and Hokage Naruto. And the worst character would probably have to be Boruto. Every B tier character each has a jutsu that people use to this day, but how often are you gonna find someone using Vanishing Rasengan or who consistently catches a player with Tornado High? I'm not trying to discourage Boruto, but comparing him to Naruto, Killer Bee, and Lord First, yeah, he's the worst one to me. And that's all for today, folks. If you keep up with the community tab, I did say that uploading a full character tier list, so that's me breaking it down with all the editing I do. The video would literally be 32 minutes. And I believe that if the YouTuber themselves can't watch their own videos from beginning to end, then it's rather they need to do better, or in this case, it's just way too long. So I decided to split the tier list into 4 parts. Today we covered attack types, Monday is range types, Wednesday is defense, and Friday is healers. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd very much appreciate a like. And for more content like this, please hit that subscribe button below. This has been your boy Chosen. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.